Hey, I'm Kevin Lee. My day job is I run did it a 60 plus person digital first ad agency. I also run the e-marketing association. I also launched a nonprofit called Giving Forward, but long before that, I launched a platform called WeCare. And WeCare was the data from WeCare was probably a big piece of the inspiration for Amazon Smile, which has raised over $400 million for nonprofits through cause marketing powered shopping. WeCare plateaued at 8.3 million. And then we had just completed an A/B split test with Amazon to demonstrate lift in conversion rate and shopping cart size, and the data was pretty considerable. And so we uh, ended up having Amazon decide that they were going to launch Smile themselves. And so we were torn at that point because we knew Amazon could probably take Smile further than we could have in a partnership. But at the same time, obviously, without Amazon participating in WeCare, eventually we had difficulty making ends meet, giving half of affiliate revenue to the nonprofits our members requested. We had some other road bumps with regards to the way Chrome deals with apps and the way Chrome deals with extensions as well. But still, in any case, we shut WeCare down. And a few years later, I tried to buy a few publications to do cause marketing powered content. Tried to buy Gawker out of the bankruptcy, and then ended up not getting that. And then I decided to start Giving Forward as a nonprofit that does cause marketing powered content, cause marketing powered events. And we're launching an Omaze clone. Oddly enough, Omaze is shutting down in the United States. So Sweeps for a Cause will be a replacement for Omaze because we continue to build platforms for other nonprofits to generate revenue using cause marketing. And we've got a few other things in the pipe, which will launch in about a month or so. It's currently January 19th. Amazon just announced that they're closing Smile shortly. I guess they're plateauing at the 400 million. I can only imagine that the data now indicates that with the current level of penetration of Prime, that they no longer need cause marketing to keep the conversion rate higher and the shopping cart size higher the way they were in the test that we ran back in July of 2012 under WeCare. So I'm going to noodle a little bit on how I might bring WeCare back because I do feel like there should be a centralized platform for cause marketing. WeCare was to some extent inspired by a platform called iGive, but we were the ones who added a browser app to it and really automated a lot of the participation. And so iGive still exists. I think it's essentially a hobby venture for somebody. So that's great to see. But I do feel like I might want to go back and either do something under WeCare or do something under Giving Forward, a 501c3, to try to allow consumers to still have their nonprofit causes benefit as a result of participation in merchants. I'm going to think through whether or not there are perhaps some ways of allowing merchants to incentivize donations with special coupon codes and such. There's a variety of different twists we could add to it to make sure that the business is largely incremental, that the merchant receives, which is really what we had demonstrated in the A/B split test with Amazon in July of 2012. That was when we completed the A/B split test. So what will the million nonprofits do who relied on Amazon Smile for at least a little bit of a check? It was spread pretty thin, right? Even though they've raised $400 million, you spread that across a million nonprofits. You're going to have the winners, you're going to have the losers. It's a typical power curve, 80-20, 90-10, maybe 95-5. And so we'll have to see what can I do, what can I invent to replace Smile, because I do feel like there's an important niche in the marketplace for something like Smile that potentially aggregates together cause marketing powered commerce. It's great to see that iGive is there. So in the meantime, for folks who want to use an alternative to Smile, they still have iGive. Whether WeCare will relaunch or whether Giving Forward will launch an alternative, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm a marketing mad scientist, been there, done it before. I can do it again. So we'll have to see what shape it manifest itself. But cause marketing powered commerce is absolutely a good idea.